So we have a huge, massive potential risk lingering around for Tesla stock that we absolutely want to be mindful of, as in the next couple of months this could completely shape the directional price action move for Tesla stock. And so I want to go ahead and expand on that in today's video. And so I want to remind you guys to make sure to watch this video in its entirety so you don't miss out on what that potential risk could be. But before we do so, I kind of want to just provide a quick summary of where we are at in regards to Tesla stock, just based on a technical perspective. You guys know I always talk about Tesla stock from a fundamental perspective, a technical perspective, looking at the macroeconomic environment, but I want to start off today's video by just looking at things from a technical perspective. Now, today's May 17th. We have seen Tesla stock kind of push up aggressively, which is great, but one of the things I've noted in my previous videos is that we're at an area where not much is going to be taking place in regards to Tesla, and that's because we see here from a daily time frame, there's a lot of volume relative to price, which means that, and to kind of break that down, volume is just the exchanging of hands. And so when we have a lot of volume relative to price, well, that just means that there's a lot of exchanging at these price levels between the buyers and sellers. And again, when there's a lot of exchanging between the buyers and sellers at these areas, you don't see a lot of movement. That's why we have this consolidation, this sideways movement. And I stated in previous videos that as long as we're in this area, we're not going to see much. And so every single day we have a green day. We have the uber mega bulls say that Tesla's going to the moon. And then, of course, every day we have a red day. In these last few trading sessions, we have the massive Tesla bears state that Tesla's going to, reach its downfall pretty soon. And I'm just over here watching the price action and kind of just saying, look, nothing's taking place as long as we're in this area. And that's why I've been stating for a while now that unless we see Tesla kind of go into this, close to the low 190s or, break into the 200 areas, that's not until, we have this volume pocket where there's little volume relative to price, until which at that point, if there's buying pressure, we could finally see Tesla stock push upwards. However, then the next area that we're going to want to watch is this descending trend line, which has been presenting itself as a resistance area for Tesla for the last 3 years. And so that's again another area that we're gonna want to be mindful of, but that's for a future video, right? The other area that's a huge concern is if we fall below this area over here, which it has a lot of volume relative to price, because if the selling pressure comes around this area, well, guess what? That means there's not a lot of exchanging between the hands, and we're just seeing selling take place, and that could just bring Tesla stock further down, close to the $101 area like we saw back in January of 2023. And so what is the huge risk? Okay, well, let's go ahead and talk about that as we kind of want to highlight what this could be. And so for those that are unaware, right, one of the things we have to be mindful of is that on June 13th, there's going to be a vote on whether to reinstate the stock options, which is currently valued at $46 billion to Musk. Now, this was something that he had already voted on, or was already voted on back in 2018, but a judge kind of struck down that award in January. And so now there's going to be a vote into whether or not Elon Musk actually gets, this package. And now, the reason why this is a huge risk, and the reason you should absolutely want to pay attention to what goes on with this vote, is because of this, right? So one of the things that we have to understand is that Elon Musk threatened to develop products outside of Tesla if he doesn't attain at least 25% equity in the car, company, right? And so he's threatened that he may take the robotics and the AI segments from Tesla and just spin it off into separate companies if he doesn't have this 25% equity stake. And so that's a huge concern, because a lot of the Uber bulls narratives for Tesla is, hey, it's not just a car company, there's so much more. But if Elon Musk doesn't get this package, which he was originally awarded before, well, that could potentially be the downfall for Tesla. Now, one of the things I want to highlight, right, and this is the good and the bad, is starting off with this. So the bad, right, I like to start off with the bad news, is we have this billionaire who is, his name is Leo Kugan. I might mispronounce his name and butcher it, but he used to be a Elon Musk fanboy, right? And he has a large stake, and he's, you see here from this article from Forbes, the biggest retail investor. And one of the things he recently did is vote against restoring Elon Musk's it's estimated 46 to 50 billion compensation package ahead of the company's annual meeting. And so the reason that he's kind of against this is that he's very frustrated with Elon. You could, read through this article. He states that Elon Musk has been using Tesla as an ATM to kind of fund his other businesses. You see this quote over here. He's already received 13% of Tesla, more than enough. He's funded all his ventures from the Tesla ATM machine, right? That's basically what he's stating over here. And he's been saying that Tesla, Elon Musk hasn't been making Tesla a priority, and he's been putting too much focus on Twitter, which is now X, and a few other companies, right? And so that's kind of his concern. And so again, this is a big risk because he is the largest retail investor. And we'll go ahead and talk about why we need retail investors to go ahead and vote for Tesla. But let's go ahead and pull up into this article right over here, which just states again that he's very bearish, or not bearish, but against Elon Musk kind of getting this package. And he's even called the supporters of this package for Elon brainless suckers. So he could just see how upset he is in regards to this, package and this vote here. But I want to share this right over here. So recently, we had this article from Financial Times, which we have the chair of Tesla, Robin Denholm, and I might mispronounce her name again, told Financial Times that the upcoming shareholder vote, it's like Mount Everest, and it's a huge hill to climb because getting 50% of the stakeholders to vote, let alone vote for what is vote for, is quite tough. And so the reason why this is an issue is because here's the thing. So a vote for Elon Musk's pay package only requires simply a majority of the votes. And so that's fine, right? As long as we have the majority of shareholders vote for Elon Musk's compensation package, that's fine. But also another thing that is a big kind of topic in this meeting is the vote to, move or reincorporate Tesla in Texas. And in order for that to take place, it's not just a majority of the votes, right? It has to be 50% or more. And so just to kind of explain that, if we don't have 50% or more of the people vote, then you lose the right to reinstate Tesla in Texas. And anyone who doesn't vote, well, that counts as a no automatically. And so it's hard and difficult to get people to vote, right? Most shareholders aren't going to vote. And so that's why I wanted to kind of just make this video. Of course, you are free to make whatever decision you want to do if you are a Tesla shareholder. But even if you're trading Tesla, you want to be mindful of this, right? Now, we see that pretty much Tesla and the whole Tesla team has been on a campaign to kind of get everyone to vote. In fact, Elon Musk even retweeted this, which gotten 29 million impressions of just another, I'm sure you guys may have seen this guy, Dave Lee. He's a big Tesla bull here on YouTube and on X, and he kind of is just doing his part of letting everyone know, hey, this is easy to vote. And so, of course, Elon Musk and the chair of Tesla is trying to get everyone on board to vote for that package because, of course, if Elon Musk doesn't get that package, well, that could be bad news for Tesla. Now, here's the good news, right? We've talked about some of the bad things. Here's the good news. Well, Tesla has an institutional ownership of 44%, which is low for actually a mega cap company. Typically, you see this number a lot higher. And so this means that a majority of the ownership for Tesla is in the hands of retail investors. And retail investors tend to be more favorable to Elon and kind of just his persona. And so that could potentially help Elon with the votes. Now, of course, the sentiment around Elon Musk has definitely soured, especially since Tesla has fallen down. If you guys don't remember on the channel, back in December 28th, I made a video highlighting how, look, Tesla stock was overvalued from a technical perspective. It was likely to get rejected again. And then I highlighted a lot of fundamental perspectives in regards to Tesla, in which we kind of went through the balance sheet, the cash flow statements, and just a few more of the financial ratios, kind of explaining how Tesla was overvalued. Of course, I got a lot of hate, and we ended up seeing Tesla fall down a massive sum, while me and the other individuals within the Push and Profit private group have been killing it with a lot of trades. We killed it on Nvidia, which, by the way, they had the earnings on the 22nd. We killed it with gold. We're killing it with a few other swing trade ideas. I'm not going to go ahead and highlight all the swing trade ideas. Those are exclusively for those within the Push and Profit private group, which, if you're interested in joining, it's going to be the first link in the description below. But right now, we are at a time where Tesla is moving sideways. It's consolidating. However, if we have a lot or just enough people in the retail, ownership or shareholders of Tesla vote against the package, well, that could mean that potentially a lot of the projects that are in, the works for Tesla may spin off and not be in Tesla, and that could definitely bring down the future price, projections for Tesla, right? And so that's something that we're going to be mindful of. Again, just wanted to kind of bring this to light for everyone who was unaware. But in the comment section, let me know below, what's your thoughts? Do you think this package is going to go through? Are you voting? And do you think Elon Musk deserves it? So you guys let me know in the comment section below. Hopefully you guys found some value in today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe. And before you guys go, make sure to check out this next video right over here. And I'll see you guys on that next video. Take care, guys.